What's good, y'all? It's your girl Mickey Alchemy, and you already know why we here. This is our first My Villain story, where we bear witness to all the things that were required in our journey to get where we're trying to go. Especially if you're coming from Nashville and you're a true Nashvilleian, then you know how difficult it can be. All right. So today we got a special guest. He's a dope artist. He's been doing this so long. I don't know how many years he's been doing it on. I know he came out the womb rapping. I guess I don't know. I love him to death. It's also my cousin. So I'm blessed to have him on my channel. Happy to do something that's important to me. And I'm happy he's involved. So let me introduce y'all to Rez Riante, one of the bigger artists on my channel. He gets a lot of plays, and then we're gonna listen to some of his music too. So let me add him in here.
And Wow, what's up? What's up? Go by the name of Rez Riante. How you doing, Cuzzo?
What's up, cousin? Look, thank you so much for coming on my channel. This is my first round on this type of show, so I appreciate you taking the time. I know you've been putting in a lot of work and all the things that you've been building, from your record label to just doing quality visuals, new music. You've done a lot of drops lately, and so I just want to make sure that on something that's important to me, like Kodak CTV, my channel, that I'm making sure we do those collaborations because it just makes sense. So I want to make sure I'm providing a platform for
So,
everybody who's doing their thing. So um, I do want
my
to shout
pleasure.
out
My
to
pleasure.
you, man. So on Kodak CTV, we have a lot of your videos on there. You're on our 615 Cashville artist. You're on, I think, our just overall music mixtapes, and you have, I'm just being totally honest and no bias, just being honest. You have some of the best visuals that I have on my channel right now for videos, just outright. It's you and one other lady, but you have the most content and the most consistency when it comes to quality. So what? Just tell me what you got going on. Who is Rez Riante? Get here right now, and then we'll go a little deeper. But who is Rez Riante?
Okay, so what's up? What's up, y'all? I go by the name of Rez Riante. Born and raised Nashville, Tennessee. Um, I've been doing this music thing for a long, long time. Started out in high school, or really middle school. Before that, had my first rap book. I would say I was in the fourth grade. It just transitioned to starting out in the lunchroom, making beats on the table, to rapping, writing it down. And when I got in high school, I created a group, or me and my team, we created a group, me and my partners from high school, called New G. We started doing shows all around teen parties in high school. So that's where I got my start at, like my real start. That was a long time ago, but from there I just been grinding, trying to educate myself when it comes to the music business. Cause making music is part of it, just part
Yeah.
of the whole thing. Um, I'm not. I'll say I got into the real music business, or yeah, the real music business probably about 4 or 5 years ago when I decided to um, create a label. Um, so I got a group of people together. We created a label, Capital League Entertainment, and ever since then we just been turning up, dropping a lot of music, working, doing shows, videos, high quality content, like you said. Before I started the label, I wasn't really shooting no videos. I didn't really know too much about the business side at first. Um, so when we started the label, we just had to go to school and learn about publishing, learn about royalties, just learn all the business side of the music. Because when we talking about music, it's more than just rapping, dropping a song, putting it on YouTube. It's a whole marketing scheme. You gotta push out. Um, Marketing is the number one thing when it comes to any business. That's what Coca-Cola, for example, they spend majority of their money on marketing. Sprite, same thing. Most of the big companies, the big conglomerates, a lot of their money go out to marketing. So you got to have a budget when you're doing this music. You got to.
Nah, you ain't told no lie, cause you ain't told
Mm,
no lies. I've been, we really we what I'm like what, a year older. Our birthdays are like
mm-hmm.
a day apart, a day apart, a year and
Yeah.
a day. And so we both came into this very passionate just about expression, just about doing what we want to do, saying what we want
Hmm.
to say, how we want to say it, where we want to say it, and just having that freedom to just be honest, right? And so,
Sure.
you've been putting in a lot of years. I know I've been putting in my time, and you haven't said any lies when it comes to the marketing, which is why I really wanted to create, this channel, because community owned character TV, because of creators like you, artists like you, when we put a lot of effort and money, because none of this is free,
Hmm.
time, networking, connections, and and then we do a lot of stuff that may never even see the light of day. Like we put a lot of stuff in that we may not even like put out at the end of the day.
They might
So
not even
just
see, you know.
you may not even see it, but we still
Hmm.
had to do it to know the process on what we wanted to do next. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into what we're trying to build and what you're doing, what you are building, that people see and don't see. It takes a lot of dedication. So going into our next couple of questions, what inspired you to get started in music? What is your what's your why? Everybody says in business, why do we do it? What's your why? Why are we here? Because we know that the music industry is not, it's not easy. It's not forgiving, especially in Nashville. It it's almost non-existent
Which is
unless you
crazy.
already
Yeah.
unless you got a lot of
True.
money or you already got clout. It's like people may see you. They done seen you for years, cause it's like they've seen you for
Long
years.
time.
So but at the same time, let me just stop there. What keeps you? What got you inspired, and what keeps you going? What keeps you keep putting those years in that time in?
That's a good question. So I would say what got me started. I was always an expresser verbally, so I feel like I was taught to express my feelings or just express myself. I started rapping using it as like a diary, just writing down how my day went, basically what happened that day when I first started out. And so I was just writing, just jotting down stuff. I wish I could see what I wrote in the fourth grade, but also around that same time, the Hot Boys was out. Cash Money, the Hot Boys. So D Reek, me and my cousins, we used to get in front of the TV and act like each member of the Hot Boys. I was always Lil Wayne. My cousin D, he was BG, and Reek was Turk. So we'll be rapping in front of the TV, you feel me? Looking at the Hot Boys, and that's what that was one of my early motivations.
Mm,
That's a lot of people that made me want to be a rapper. Bow Wow, of course, people don't give Bow Wow his credit,
nah,
but
for real.
he was a major reason why I wanted to become a rapper too, and really wanted to do it for real. I feel like I could always write and
Mm.
rap, and I'm always me. I'm the person I need to be at the center of attention all the time. So, hey, being able to rap and
Hey, cause
I love just like
we used to
talking
get
shit
into it. We used to get into
all the time.
it,
Hey,
talking stuff.
all the time, all the time. Hey,
That is so
growing
funny,
up.
but it's honest. It's I like it when it's honest, because that's another reason for this channel is to have a space of authentic expression, because you have a lot of
Hmm.
platforms, and just this world alone is really good at taking the story and twisting it and making it what they want to make it, and to push a narrative that they want to push. So another goal while we doing this show here is for people to speak their truth and really promote yourself in the way that you want to promote yourself. So if any image is coming out, it's not because it was taken and distraught or
Hmm.
manipulated. It's because this is how I package myself to be presented, you know what I'm saying, and really
That's
being
another.
able to be honored in that.
That's another reason why I wanted to start a label too. I um when thinking about rapping, all rappers they're like, "Hey, I want to get signed. I want to get signed. I want $1 million." But they really just want the. If you come down to like what the artists really want, they really want the fans and to be able to do
Hmm.
shows. So I was thinking a way because it's a lot of bullshit when it comes to like the labels and a lot of bad stuff that people hear. So I wanted to create my own label. I didn't want if you just do like common research, like majority of the artists out there when they sign the labels, it's rare that they get more than 30% like of they publishing when it comes to it could be publishing or it could be the master royals. royalties, mechanical royalties. I didn't want nobody else to own my music, and I didn't want nobody else to feel like if you own my music, you own my voice. You feel me? So I wanted to create my own label too, and instead of rocking with a big conglomerate label, somebody that's already out there, I wanted to basically just do everything on my own, have my own voice to do that, and can't nobody tell me like what type of music to put out. You can't tell me the message that I want to put out, or you can't. If I'm telling my life story, you can't tell me not to drop this. This is me. You feel me? And I see a
Yeah.
lot of that happening with record labels when people got like hit records, and it's crazy shit that I ain't want to deal with. So I wanted to
Yeah.
start my own, and um, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to start my own. So another part of it was the education part.
Mm.
Education is very important when it comes to starting any business. You don't start a business without educating yourself on the ins and outs on how to run it. And once I started learning more about music, it just made me want to become more of an owner and an entrepreneur when it comes to pushing my music. So I got a team of people. My I got four people together. And we just started a business and started the label, did the homework, and been dropping hella music since. Marketing is a major thing, like I said before. So with the label, we got most labels, I would say 80 to 85% of their money spent from a label is spent on marketing. So that's what we at right now, just marketing. A lot of music. I got a lot of I done dropped a lot of singles in the past, 2 years, with
Mm.
videos. Um, what I got coming up next is some. I got some pressure coming up. I'll tell you a little bit about it later. Got
Well,
some
since
pressure.
we gonna let's segue into one of the videos since we already kind of we already kind of speaking on it, and
Okay.
I already have one pulled up, so we're gonna watch. This is 4 a.m. So when I look on my analytics right from my channel, and I look up top videos and like total views because we've been
Hmm.
live on net on Roku for a little over a month, not quite 60 days yet, but we in that range. And so you are the number one. No, you are the number right now. You are the number two top video on demand,
That's
and
what's
in
up.
that time frame. And the top video right now is 4 a.m. But you also got a lot of other. Fatty is next. That's on here. That's the next one that was most watched on my channel so far.
Mhm.
And that's just within overall. If I look within the last few days, it's still pretty up. You got full time is on the list. So when I go down, you people are enjoying. What else is on here that showed up? How you do that is on the list.
Mm.
So I mean,
They rocking with it. They rocking with it.
they rock it out, and I'm thinking it has a lot to do with it's the music, yes, as well, but it's the visuals because this is a TV, it's just a channel,
Hmm.
so people want to hear it, but people are also impressed by, like I said, that marketing piece is what it looked like. How does it sound? The overall quality of what you're putting out, not necessarily having to put out 1,000 songs at one time, but if you put
Hmm.
enough songs that you can put quality behind them, you have a better opportunity of really letting that push.
Quality over quantity any day. Any
Okay.
day. That's what anything. Anything.
I tell people there's always going to be the little triangle when it comes to quality, price, and time frame. If you want it quality
Hmm.
and you want it fast, it's going to be expensive. If you want it quality and you don't want it expensive, affordable, you're going to wait a little bit. It's going to take you some time to do that.
Hmm.
If you want it quick and you want it fast, you're probably going to lose quality. And if you want it cheap, you know what I'm saying, you probably miss it. It's all you miss it.
Quality. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one of them is gonna go. Like they all work
Hmm.
together. And so since we let me get the people to see what I've been seeing. And also, guys, when you're watching this live, also know that you can go to the Roku channel Kodai CTV. You can watch videos on demand, or you can also check out Rez Riante content. You can also see other short films and things that we got going on the channel that is available to you. So scheduled programs and videos on demand. You can also find this type of video here. So give me 1 second. We're about to pull up 4 a.m. for y'all. Let's see.
My hustle authentic. Keep a couple Kroger back in a digit. Hey, 4 in the morning, I'm on it. 4 in the morning, I'm on it. 4 in the morning, I'm on it. Catching sale after sale. Okay. Sending them bitches like Tony. Flipping them digits, I'm hungry. Yeah. Testing bell after bell. Yeah. Figure which one is the strongest. Zone breaking down every component. 4 in the morning, I'm on it. Yeah. Getting low, baby, critical mass. Push button, it's a digital dash. Non-stop, punching the clock or touching the block to get to the bag. Getting low, baby, critical mass. Push button, it's a digital dash. Non-stop, punching the clock or touching the block to get to the bag. Work. Ethic, muscle, push it, press it. Never stress that everything is a lesson. My complexion, it was made in perfection. They pay me a peasant, pathetic, like I wasn't destined to become a legend. Life learned knowledge off belly. Price right, profit, I'm compelling. I'm the middleman and the plug. Spent 100 bands on drugs. Piecing out the pack, showing love. Whole things go the long way. Back when 10 P's was a dub. Transactions happen out of Jansit. Let me show you how to thug. Factually, get it out the mud. Gucci let me in with the package. Two brother behind me with the ratchet. Did you scale a pocket full of baggage? I done served the whole damn club. Cashville, nigga peep the caption. Big Rez, Mr. Make It Happen. 223 with attachments. And I keep a 38 snow in the morning, I'm on it. Catching sale after sale. Sending them bitches like Tony. Flipping them digits, I'm hungry. Testing bell after bell. Figure which one is the strongest. Zone breaking down every component. 4 in the morning, I'm on it. Getting out, baby, critical mass. Push button, it's a digital dash. Non-stop, punching the clock or touching the block. Get to the bag, getting out, baby, critical mass. Push button, it's a digital dash. Non-stop, punching the clock or touching the block to get to the bag. I get the boom in the pack in. I get the front and the back end. Jefferson Street hit the back bend. Passenger seat got the Mac 10. Capital Lee make them tap in. Deliver the package a fraction. If I don't know you, then I'm taxing. Right hand with the ratchet, left hand transaction. You mix a smart nigga with a street nigga. What you get, I admit. You see the grit. Started off, I was selling them nicks. Only thought, man, I gotta get rich. Elevation, make it out of the bricks. Street educated, I can weighing up every tip, making sure we never late on the rent. I'm like LeBron James in a six, putting my niggas on with assists. T-Dog, Bookie, Clarence, in the morning, I'm on it. Catching sale after sale. Sending them bitches like Tony. Flipping them digits, I'm hungry. Testing bell after bell. Figure which one is the strongest. Zone breaking down every component. 4 in the morning, I'm on it. Getting out, baby, critical mass. Push button, it's a digital dash. Non-stop, punching the clock or touching the block to get to the bag. Getting out, baby, critical mass. Push button, it's a digital dash. Non-stop, punching the clock or touching the block to get to the bag. Get to the bag, nigga. Get to the bag, nigga. Yeah. Get to the. 4 in the morning, I'm moaning. Said 4 a.m. I can't hear you.
My bad. My bad.
How
Let me
you
get that
good?
set up. Yeah, so man, I love this song. I think it's super dope. And the thing about good marketing, like we do, 92Q, how they do it 101, they play it all the time. Like
Yeah.
when they play the song all the time, even if it wasn't your favorite, it has become your favorite. Like after so much replay, you're gonna end
Mm-hmm.
up rocking with it anyway. You get what I'm trying to say? So I make sure that we on some replay. You know what I'm
For
saying? We
sure,
put
for
it on
sure.
replay. But I love the song by itself. I'm up here bobbing my head too. So, what about that
Man,
song?
that
What
song,
encouraged
hey,
you for that song?
that's the epitome of the hustle, man. The hustle, the grind, man. Get to it. We got the same 24 hours in a day. What you gonna do with yours? So either you touching a block or punching the clock. Just get to it, man. Get to the bag. So that's really the motivation behind that song. Non-stop, just work. Why we told to shoot the video in the gym, just show the work ethic. It's gonna take some effort to do whatever you're trying to do, but you can do
Okay.
it.
No facts.
That
Sorry, my,
work.
my my little camera got me looking crazy on here. All right. No,
Yeah.
super lit, super lit. And as y'all can see, the visuals was on what it needed to be. Like coming out of
I'm gonna tell you
Nashville,
something
it
crazy
was.
though.
Mm,
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. See, it's well, what I'm learning too now is a lot of artists go through this. I'm gonna give you an example, the Money Long example. So that video, that 4 in the morning video, that's actually not that's not what we chose as a favorite out of the team when we dropped the song. And I'm gonna give you another example, like when Money Long, she dropped her album, the song, whatever, I don't know the name of the album, but the song Hours and Hours, her team, they didn't choose that song to be the single. The people chose it. And the people was rocking with it. They chose something totally different. And that's kind of what I just seen just now with the video. I like the video fire, but that's not one
Mm,
of the top videos
the top
that we
one.
chose. Yeah, yeah. They just to show you like how, man, just put your music out. Put it out. Just put it out.
Yeah.
Make sure it's good quality and put it out. You don't know who could fuck with it, and who would
I
like
mean,
it.
I was watching the interview about it's a what is that movie? Pitch Perfect. You know, when they go to school and everybody like in a singing band or singing group or whatever,
Hmm.
and she did the little cup song where they doing a little game with it. And she's not even she doesn't consider herself an artist. She's an actress. She just do the
Hmm.
movie. And so she has talent. She can sing, but she doesn't consider herself a singer. Like that's not what she was doing. They did this song and they wanted to do a video for it. She was like, "Are you sure? Like that's stupid. Like why would you want to
Hmm.
do a video for this song?" They did a video for this song. She ended up in like the top 100, up there with like Nicki Minaj and other people. And she's like, "I'm not even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like, how did I
That's how the
even get
universe
here?"
works sometimes.
Right.
That's
So
how the
she was
universe
like,
works.
"Man." Also, but
Hmm.
yes, but that's that consistency. So like I said, you have a lot of videos on there. We have a lot of support, but that's the number one so far, man. So they rocking
Yeah,
with it.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
like the
For
video
about
in that song. You really showcased your city too. You know what I'm saying? So what is it
hmm
about what is your experience of being a musician coming out of Nashville? Because we can't really talk about Atlanta because this ain't Atlanta. We're not
No, yeah.
Vegas. It's not California.
Tennessee,
This
baby.
is Tennessee, Cashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, we're home of the Nash villains. All right. So what is it
Hmm.
like being trying to grow up and do music in Nashville? What's that experience like?
It's kind of a crazy experience doing music in Nashville. It's not really that many opportunities for you. You would think Nashville is music city, but it's not really opportunities for like the rap market for real here for as being a local artist. I would say I know a lot of the artists in the city and that's working. I feel like once it's just a level the Nashville artist level, like it's a level that they reach, and don't nobody really peak outside of that level. It's a few artists that I would say past that level, that really broke out of the city for real. But outside of like one or two artists, which everybody know those two artists for real, three artists right now, Buck,
Right.
Alito, and Jelly Roll for real. Really,
Right.
outside of them, ain't nobody really broke outside of the city for real. So it's a whole lot of rappers. It's really a struggle trying to break out of the city, but it's really an education piece. Um, so it's really all about like education. That's another reason why I keep going back to wanting to start a label. Because once figured out, once I hit that ceiling of performing at every spot in Nashville, a lot of people know that I make music and shit. But what's next outside of the city? What are you doing? Like, how are you getting your music outside of the city? Nashville, it's a lot of good people here, and I feel like
Hmm.
for any outsider, they can come here to hear some good cultural music, some strong Cashville music. But as far as breaking out of the city, it ain't really too many people to do that for real, for real. So it is a struggle with making music in the city.
Do you
It's a
feel like
lot of
your
people.
city supports you? Do you feel like the city shows up and supports in the way that you would like?
Nah, hell no, hell no. I feel like Nashville. I can't really.
I think so.
We not connected. Like
Yeah.
so much non-connectedness. If we was connected, like if we were networking, I know a lot of people, but the people not pushing like they say. Oh, any big rapper from outside of the city can come down here, come to Nashville and sell out Bridgestone Arena
Mhm.
type shit. But can't no artist from Nashville do that at all. Can't not
Mhm.
one artist from Nashville, except probably Jelly Roll, would um sell out Bridgestone because people they don't support localness. I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of people talk about it, but they don't really support it. They
Yeah.
want you to be a popular and have a big name before somebody supporting it. It's all some monkey in a barrel type shit. It's some I don't know
No, it is. I said this the other day on my post because I was like, Nashville is very. I feel like
crabs
Nashville
in a
is very
barrel.
wishy washy. They very wishy washy. Like they can
Hmm.
see you for years. They will grow up listening to your music. You like. I'm just you doing the house parties, you doing the showcases, like you been doing this
Hmm.
since New G, like you
Yeah, a
know what I'm
long
saying? You
time,
do
long time.
on the system G. So, and then when you think about, and as for me on my end, I was doing like pop up events downtown, working, doing all
Hmm.
types of stuff when it comes to that marketing thing, as far as just making myself available, hitting the streets as far as sales or whatever, and one thing I can say is if I see something like on my Facebook or whatever, I'm always reposting, I'm always sharing, I'm always showcasing, which is another reason for the channel. Like this is a Cashville channel.
Yeah,
On
yeah, yeah, yeah.
YouTube. Like when countries can just come and watch and just see Nashville artists. Of course, we got some other things in there from some of the other cities and stuff, but ideally, this was for
Showcasing Nashville.
in a way that they can still be selfish, right? Because
Hmm.
you don't necessarily have to do no collaborations. You don't have to do any of that for this channel to win. You just have to
Hey,
showcase and support the channel.
that's why I appreciate this platform for real. And I encourage any local artists if you trying to. This is one of the building bridges and networking opportunities for you if you want to get out there with the marketing. So definitely, hell yeah, you providing that platform for artists to do that, which is great. I ain't seen nobody doing what you're doing in the city. Hey, you can't pull nothing up on Roku for nobody doing for real, especially one of us for real.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
so
that's another big
shit.
thing because it's our story to tell. Like everybody got something to
Hmm.
say. And what's really bothering me when it comes to Nashville is all the new names. Even Music City, that came from the Jubilee singers, the Fish Jubilee singers. That did
Hey,
not come from
hey,
country music. Like,
well, I'm
what I'm
telling
saying?
you,
It wasn't
listen,
country
hey,
music.
I gotta educate people all the time, man, on that.
Yeah.
All right, so if y'all don't know, let me just spit you a little knowledge real quick. So Nashville is called Music City. If you go anywhere in the world, they could call Nashville Music City. And you would think it's from country music, but no, it's not. The Fisk Jubilee Singers, Fisk, as first a HBCU, was built on slave land in Nashville. Um, okay, I gotta go back all the way. So um, right after slavery, one of the biggest plantations was out North Nashville, and one of the and it went from around where TSU is at all the way to like close to downtown. That's how big the plantation was, and went all the way to Eighth Avenue South, which now Rosa Parks Boulevard. But and it also stretched out to Charlotte. That's how big the vast the plantation was. That's why a majority of black people out north now. So I don't know if y'all knew that, but right after slavery, I think it was like in 18. I think it was like in 1805 when the um, person obtained the land. So a black person obtained the land. Um, the eldest slave was given the land from the slave master after he died. Um, and the slave, he said, "Man, I'm finna educate my people. So I'm going to put three colleges, like basically on the same block. I want to educate my people. We gonna put HBCUs right here. This is for us, by us. So that's why you got TSU, Meharry, and Fisk all on the same block. So this HBCU, Fisk Jubilee Singers, they went out singing all across the world, and they sung for the Queen of England at the time, and the Queen named Nashville Music City based off of the Fisk Jubilee Singers. These black people that singing and for money. Basically, Fifth Jubilee singers, they could sing so good. They were like performing all across the world. So that's why they named or Nashville is called Music City. Not for no country music shit,
Okay.
inside shit. You feel me? Just a
Yo,
little a history.
it is necessary. I didn't even know all that, so I'm blessed for that too. I knew pieces, but I didn't know the full thing. So that's even better because well, people come to, especially now, because Nashville is getting a lot more traction. You know, what I'm saying it's a lot more,
Hmm.
even more momentum come to Nashville. So everybody trying to call it Nash Vegas and all this other stuff, which I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. But what I really hate is that when people come and they go straight to Broadway and they're like, where are black people at? Like we ain't even there. And since Second Avenue, whatever got burnt, bombed. That's the
Hmm.
only couple clubs that we did have was right there. Like that's where it was at. So
Yeah, yeah.
you
Back in the
can't
day,
even
we
tell the
niggas couldn't go on
city.
Broadway back in the day.
Barely. No, you
We,
had one or two that you had about one or two that you going.
yeah.
So it's even me, like back when I was just early into my marketing doing, I was trying to do pop. I did my first pop up showcase on the riverfront right downtown. And I bought my DJ out. I bought some Nashville artists out, and I had us perform because we was doing like high key basket, busking for real. So like we had the lights, we had a DJ, we had the cameras, we had people coming out, and that was my first event that I ever tried to put together on my own. I was printing out flyers. I was working at a Shurion. Almost everybody done worked at a Shurion. So I'm working at a Shurion and I'm printing off all the flyers from a Shurion. And when I was working there, I met who does Al Six. So I met him. Then we froze up a little bit, but I met dude who do Al Six, and so uh, he was there. I mean, I saw Sheikah, shot by Sheikah. Um, she used to work there. She was my supervisor at the time, and so it was just like, hey, let's get to it. You feel me? Give me 1 second, y'all. We're gonna take a small break and we're gonna be right back to you right here on Kodak CTV. All right, y'all. We are back in action. Thank you for, you know, rolling with us. Give me 1 second. But yes, I saw 615 exclusive. That's his name, 615 exclusive. He worked at a
Hmm.
Shurion. Shot by Sheikah was working at a Shurion. She was my supervisor. Like everybody was at a Shurion. um
No,
and so, but
Nashville
that was around
small.
the time when I was putting out flyers for it's a big small city, it's one big circle, I feel. But yes, and but the culture for people want to look for Nashville. Now they can go to Kodak CTV. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're doing events here in Nashville, if you got music in Nashville, if you I showcase podcasts. 615 exclusive has a podcast, Out Six. You can catch some of those on Kodak CTV. We got We the City podcast. We got Sleeperland
Hmm.
podcast. A lot of different artist promotions on demand channels. So like if you want Nashville on demand, you're gonna find it on Kodak CTV. We also open for other cities, but it's 615 all day. Even if they don't act right. Even when they not acting right, we still supporting. Let's get
Yeah, yeah.
into this interview. Let's see here. Okay, what is the okay? We talked about your experience of being a Nashville artist and being a native here. What are your? We talked about some of your inspirations, Hot Boys, and different things like that. What is it for? What is your take on black culture in media? Like how important is it to make sure that we are showcasing our media and really showcasing our art? Like how is it important to you, and what all do you put into the behind the scenes into making sure that what you're putting out is quality?
That's a good question too. So I feel like just the representation of us is needed in media. Another reason why I wanted to create something on my own, I wanted to tell the story from mine or our point of view, and not have it filtered by anybody or anything. So I feel like it's very important for not just being in media, but ownership. Um, Anybody that want to do something, man, you can own whatever you do. Do man, start it, own it. Um, so yeah, so if you want to get into anything media production, man, do what you got to do. Start your business, own it, and see how you can produce. So I feel like it's very important for the imagery too for the kids. But overall, man, yeah, black media is definitely important. For us, shit, that's the culture. I think blackness is the culture of America. We are, if you think about culture, other than killing shit, I'm talking about America.
Right.
Shit, we are the culture.
Yeah. Yeah,
Everybody
I
mimic
made this
us.
statement the other day. I said, man, black culture and our expression is in so much. It's
I
in
can't
our
hear you again.
fashion. Oh, sorry. Can y'all can hear me?
It's still out.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Do that. Say it's showing on there. But yeah, it's so important for their culture because like we do a lot, and we our culture shows up in our fashion. It shows up in our clothing. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I get right. Let me 1 second. All right, y'all. We back here on my villain story with Rez Riante and your girl Mickey Alchemy. And we were speaking on black culture because I feel like black culture shows up in our fashion, in our language, in dance, and film. It really and right now I'm seeing so much of our culture being showcased in like the Asian community to the point where like they putting perm rods to get the curls. They want your type of beard. You know what I'm saying?
I seen it. I seen it.
And when I'm
Hey,
doing deeper research, that they really are family. This was so crazy. Like the culture is black. Like when Russia putting out all these pictures of all these ancient religious things, and they see it's black. They copper skin. These is black
mhm.
people. So the world is. I think the world knows more about who we are than America will allow us to know who we are on a base level. That's why you see a lot of the what is it plaques and similar memorials and museums being taken down at such a high rate because as soon as we really realize that who we are, then we do stuff like this. Right, we do stuff
Hey,
like
hey,
separate.
I got to keep. I'm gonna keep it quick and simple. Man, only way to kill a god to make him think he ain't one. I'm
Hmm.
gonna just keep it simple.
No, for sure, and it's a mind thing. It's so much mind play. I mean, my mom was talking about that today. And let's see here. So when we think about legacy, right? Because we're talking about even with the story from about how we got to Music City. You know what I'm saying? The elder slave got it, but that was a start of something, and what you leave behind, what you create. It may have came through pain and suffering and
Hmm.
unfairness and all these different things, but what we're able to cultivate out of the minimum, we always tend to make it maximum. We turn
Hmm.
chitlins into a delicacy. Now I may not eat it now, but the fact is, it could be eaten. Like if it push came to shove, if that's what I'm saying, it's something that we were able to create with what was given to us as meant to hurt us or harm us or limit us. Black people always tend to make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Making the better out of a storm.
Meharry, one of the top medical universities in America,
Mm,
and that came from that elder slave. It
right.
came
And
from
who
him. You know.
we so responsible about, especially Black Nashville now. I think we hold a mantle that I think we have the ego of the history, but not the character of the call. Like we know what we can do, we know what we feel internally, who we are, because we are. Especially when we get into this land and what it really is prior to all this misinformation. But that's another story for another day when we go in deeper. But I think we feel the pride in the talent that we have to give, and I think that we also know the restrictions that we feel. So I think that's why a lot of people tend to not assist the way they can and not participate the way they should and not collaborate the way we should because we feel like if I do, I'm going to lose it. You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah,
happens if
yeah,
I give it? So people tend to hold it too tight. So that's why I made a platform to where you don't necessarily have to collab for us to be collaborative. The fact that we're on one channel that people can find
yeah,
all of,
yeah.
even if we ourselves aren't all doing the same thing. And I think it's hard for us all to collaborate anyway. Like even with like the resurgence of Young Buck, right? Like he coming back out hard in Nashville, and I just think like just 3 years ago, the Buck could barely walk down the streets in Nashville. I feel like and be treated with respect. So um, I'll be like, is this when it comes to it, when he got more, when he coming with some bread, when he started coming with some money or some motions, some things, some moves, and all of a sudden the city's all, look, we coming out, we doing all these songs, and I think
Yeah,
it's cool
yeah.
to support, but like, come on, like we got so many, like we got Lido, we got just other artists like you, Cashville, 615 exclusive, like. Sweet Mimi the Goat, Sweet Poison, they putting in this work, and making sure that they're doing quality music and quality videos, just quality content all around. But I pray that Nashville gets out of that hole where we realize that we are gifted, and that when we come together, we don't necessarily have to have Atlanta. We don't have to have Vegas or California. We are something powerful and amazing if we can all just at least acknowledge at least Kodai CTV, man. That's what I'm saying. At least support the channel, y'all. Like support the
For
channel, man.
sure.
It's easy. It's affordable. I'm not charging out the yin yang. I ain't trying to take your rent money and your card note. We doing something that's good for everybody. And where we're at with the attitude that we have right now. When we meet, I'm meeting y'all where you at right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. So you gave us a lot of information. We checked out your 4 a.m. video. We talked about where it's charting on Kodak CTV right now. Any upcoming projects and anything in specific that you just want to put the people on, let them know it's on the way or to look out for, where they can find you and where they can find your projects.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I got a lot of shit I'm working on. Of course, I'm always working full time. Um, 4 in the morning, I'm on it. Nah, but look, I got an EP dropping um in March in 2 months. Probably somewhere March, April, May, somewhere around there. I got an EP coming. I got some singles that I'm planning on dropping soon, some new videos. I got this new song called Homework. Hey, that boy pressure. When I tell you, so I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. Start back doing my shows around the EP time when I get ready to drop. So I've been working. I've been working. Um, I'm recording out there with R&B now. So any
Mm,
rapper, if you need to record, I got you a good studio to record at. R&B Productions. You feel me? Video, everything, all in one. You feel me? Been recording a whole lot, getting it in.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's blessing. Look, cuz thank you.
Nah,
Thank
no
you for
problem.
spending time. Thank you for coming on my show. Thank you for
For
spreading
sure.
some good information and knowledge and also giving us good content. Again, tell them where to find you. What's your socials? Where can they just keep up and keep up, know about what's coming up with you in Capital League?
All right, you can find me on Instagram, BIGREZ615. Man, you can find my music on any platform, every platform. Rez Riante, RIANTE. So you feel me? That's where you can find everything at. Videos, YouTube. I'm everywhere. Just Google it, Rez Riante, and you'll find it.
Yeah, y'all. I'm putting it
Uh,
on the screen right here. I'm gonna let y'all see it. Capital League Entertainment. You see it across the board. We've been putting up here throughout the show. At Big Red 615. Check him out there as well. And then just upload Rez Riante, man. Rez Riante. Y'all, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for kicking it with me today on the My Villain story. I want to know your story. Come on the channel. Let me know what's up. Talk to me about your business, uh, your music, your goals, your issues, something, a grief that you got going on, whatever's going on in the city, man. Just let us know. Again, y'all got to meet Rez Riante, man. Please check out his music. Support, support, support. Don't be a hater. Haters never prosper. Okay? Hating ain't healthy. All right. Any final words you want to say, cuz?
Man, hey, get to it, man. Hey, we got the same 24 hours in a day. What you gonna do with yours?
Bet. Well, now y'all seen it here. So again, if you got your villain story, let me know. Check me out in the mornings at 6:30 a.m. I get into my word. You feel me? Just Mickey Live. Check out the Kodai CTV. Check out the Media on Demand. I got a lot of movies and films that really get into the plight of Black America, man. How they put us in film, and you also see how we want to show up ourselves. We got some short films and all that there. So just be a support and indulge in what we have to give. We got good stuff coming. So
So,
it's been a pleasure. Be real. It's been real. Y'all have a good evening. See y'all next time. All right, cuz we did that shit.